He thinks we got a year to close. He said he's going to get 6 months with 2 3 months extensions, but it's a great property. It has like a mile of road frontage on it. It's a really good property, man. That's a really, really good one. We're getting really close to landing that 240 acres in Somerset. I offered 290 down and no payments for 18 months till payoff. They countered at 500 and 6,500 a month, 18 months payoff. They said they'll give me 2 years to pay it off. And then I countered back at 400,000 down and 4,000 a month. I think if we fire sell that one, like just sell it for the cheapest price we can sell it for, like 150 for 10 acres, which we just sold the acreage right above it for like 250 to 350. If we sold this one for like 15,000 an acre, half price of the other one, it'll be $1 million profit. I think we could be sold out in 6 months flat. But if I take a little bit longer and do some 1 acre lots on the top portion of the property, then we could push 3 million out of this deal. So I think that's a route we're going to go. We're going to go for the long play because it's a big enough turnaround.
It's been an interesting week. Anthony's getting some mail tomorrow. There's a subdivision we were working on for a couple months now. It got approved by the city. So they're sending Anthony an overnight thing to essentially sign. And I think you're signing a bond too, right, Anthony?
I don't know what they're going to have me sign. They said there's going to be paperwork, and it's going to be the Mylar film for the county that goes on their county records that shows the plat.
So he's getting a whole little packet tomorrow, and this is going to be interesting for us. I think this is our first actually county approved subdivision we actually went through. All our subdivisions before have just been little 10-acre subdivides. So I'm excited about this one coming across the line, and we got a bunch more behind it.
Yeah. Got 2 more replats coming up now. One's 5 acres. One is 13 acres.
13. Yep.
Yeah. Knocked out that 44. Got hopefully 243 coming up. 300. Uncle Charles sent me like 1,200 acres this week. So lots of cool stuff still happening out there. But yeah, the buyer activity is still flying. And I think we're pretty blessed to be in this space, man, when a lot of people in real estate are suffering right now and even getting out of the business. And we're just cruising right along. So pretty interesting time to be alive. We're picking up 18 acres in Bastrop for 400. Mike Flores comped it out to be right around worth about 900. So I think if we fire sell that thing for like even 750 or 800 just to dump it and get rid of it, you still pull in like 300 grand, and I bet you were sold out before the end of the year.
Anthony, you want to talk about our phenomenon that happened last week? The phenomenon that happened last week?
Go right ahead. I don't even know what you're talking about.
The rooster.
Oh, yeah. Tell them all about it.
So Rooster Vance, he's another land person. He came across us maybe 120 days ago, 90 days ago. It hasn't been very long. It's been like a quarter, 3 months, I think. He joined this call a couple months ago, and he literally heard one call. It's probably been about 3 to 4 months now. He literally joined one call, and he has his own little group, his own students. It's kind of like what we have here. But he joined us for 1 week. And then I don't know. I don't even know what Anthony covered, but he's like, he got the bug, and he started looking for bigger deals. So he found literally, I think after he came on that one call, he found a bigger deal, locked it up, contracted it. He made, I think like he wholesaled the deal to another developer. He made like, there's like 300 profit into it. He ended up using us for Gator funds. We made money on it. His student made 100 grand, and he made 100 grand on the deal. And I was like, it was literally after this call, he got that deal. And then he's been working, he's assigned us like 2 other deals after that we're moving right now, right, Anthony?
Yeah, he's 2 deals that he brought in. We're giving him each one of them $150,000 assignment fee on each deal.
On each deal. So he's got 2 more deals up in the line that we're dispoing for him that can make him another 150 each. But on TikTok, he's on TikTok and social media. He decided to give away 5 acres and see what happened. He ended up getting like 3 million views on TikTok in like 48 hours. And then we've been helping him with his back end as far as not necessarily monetizing, but just collecting all the data on the leads. So he had like, last time I checked, he had like, this probably happened last Wednesday, last Tuesday. This hasn't been a week yet, but he had like over like 20,000 website visitors. We got like 3,000. Okay, let me check right now. I think we have like 3,300 opt-ins. 3,300 opt-ins for. Here, I'm gonna give you it right now. 3,300. 3,300 opt-ins for the giveaway, and then we're gonna give away 5 acres December. It's either 17th or the 21st. It's right before Christmas this year. So it's pretty crazy seeing someone go viral, and then we're on the back end kind of controlling all the stuff, helping him make sure he gets all the traffic. But literally He's been posting videos. People have been posting videos. If you guys want to look it up, you guys can go look up Rooster Vance and just look up the hashtag 5 acre giveaway. And there's a bunch of videos up on there. It's pretty crazy. If you guys want to see like the outside looking in, but me and Anthony we've been watching it from this whole week. It's been crazy. And so this whole experience has been crazy on our side, just seeing all this traffic come in. But his website blew up. So giving away 5 acres, I guess, drives traffic. So I think right now he's at like almost 5 million views on TikTok from that video, and it's only been a week. And we're just monitoring the traffic on our side. But it's been pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, the way we're going to try to come up with this 5 acres, just do a subdivide, cut the 5 acres off, didn't cost us nothing, give it away.
Yeah, so that's the plan. The plan is to cut it off one of our deals and give it away.
This show is sponsored by Hivemind CRM. It is more than just a CRM. It is a real estate and business mastermind that comes with an all-in-one CRM. You can have unlimited websites and users. You can call, text, RVM, and email all in one user interface. And you can set up custom automations for any type and multiple businesses. 65% of companies start using a CRM system within the first 5 years of business. Once implemented, the Hivemind will save you on marketing, give you more time, and make more money. One of our users had his first $100,000 month using our system in June. We want to see you automate and accelerate your business. Text us at 210-972-1842 for future meetings, and of course to get our $1 course on how to make more than 6 figures on one land deal. You can schedule your free demo today at hivemindcrm.io.
For the 5 acres. So technically we're sponsoring the 5 acre giveaway because we're providing the 5 acres for him. So we'll see what happens. But if y'all want to win 5 acres, go to roostervance.com. Maybe you can win 5 acres. I don't know. So it's a cool little thing. So for US and Canada, we're actually giving away 5 acres, and then you can get cash value as well. So I guess it goes for anybody here too, but it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. I think it has it's just been crazy, the feedback and the responses. I'm seeing all the responses come across the CRM side, so it's pretty cool. But I'm excited. It's going to be a good year. This is going to be a good year to end, a good way to end the year, giving away some land, and maybe we'll do it again.
You're thinking about giving away like a piece of land per month or per quarter?
Great way to find customers.
It's crazy.
I think so. People interested in buying. I'm going to do
people who want land, ask a lot of questions. Didn't win. I think we're X amount down, looking for seller finance opportunities, stuff like that.
Everything, look at buy courses, all kinds of stuff, man. So it just kind of just adds to the machine now. You got 200,000 followers in like a week from an account that had 150 followers on it. It's pretty effing cool.
Oh yeah, and then like he has like I put in a YouTube button to follow him on YouTube. I think he had like maybe 200 followers on YouTube, and he jumped up to 7,000. So literally overnight blow up on social media. So it's pretty cool to see. And Rooster's been taking it crazy because he's been on a wave all week. So it's been an interesting week. That's all I can say the least. If you check out his videos on his TikTok, I think Neil put a link to it. If you check out his other videos, it's been interesting. So it's amazing the amount of people you could reach with one video. So I think for everybody here producing social media, I think there's a few people here that do it. Homero does, John Alexander does. There's a huge opportunity when your video goes viral. I
think everybody on here, man, if you guys are interested in business at any level, you should be putting stuff on a channel somewhere, even for your grandkids' sake. You know what I mean? They want to know who grandma was. Well, freaking, you got 200 videos on YouTube. That's pretty cool. It's a cool experience, but it really does do a lot for your business. People will find me and Daniel and like they already spent money on products, or they're buying services, 25,000, 50,000, and they've never even met us yet, right? But that's just because we've been putting out so much content for such a long time. Then people that they're ready to do business with you. It brings a lot of opportunities.
Homero says he went from 1K to 15K with one to two videos, and that's just a crazy thing about it. I think the day and age we're heading to, and I think everybody sees the writing on the wall. We're going to a content based system. So I think we're trying to connect with more buyers and sellers using social media to get more buyers and sellers to come buy land from us or sell us land. So I think you can definitely monetize all sides of it just by getting in front of the camera and start producing content. I think it's one thing that we've kind of like I think we kind of cheated. Me and Anthony kind of cheated because the software pays for a lot of our social media, where sometimes you have to pay out of pocket for that, but it's all self-funded. Somebody messaged me on Twitter yesterday, like, "Hey, your content looks really good. The editing looks really good." I'm like, "Man, we've been doing that content for 2 years now, consistently." So there's a lot of content that goes out, a lot of content being edited and created. So for you out there trying to create content, don't give up. Keep doing it. You'll definitely see the benefit of it going back. And Homero has a big following on in social media too. So does John Alexander. So there's definitely huge benefits coming from it. Side note for Homero's targeting the Hispanic community, teaching them how to invest in real estate. So shout out to that. Shout out to Homero for doing that. And I do want to help contribute to that in some way, because me and Anthony do speak Spanish. It might be a little rough, but we do speak Spanish. So I think we're always trying to help bring more content to the Spanish community as a whole. So definitely a lot of opportunity out there. And I think you just go out there and don't not necessarily be shameless, but go out there and just make a difference. I tell this to whenever I'm talking about podcasters, like I always if you have heard it, I say it every once in a while, but podcasters, they go out and create content, and usually a lot of the time they don't see a benefit right away. But I always tell them I appreciate them for just doing it consistently over time, and they'll one day see the blessings that come from it. But it takes a lot of work and effort, and there's a lot of work and effort that goes into video creation. Homero says they got 200K followers on different platforms. It's amazing. It's amazing. A lot of killers in this room. So a lot of cool things coming. A lot of cool things happening. It's gonna be an interesting year. But Anthony said they want to do the giveaway once a quarter or once a month. We'll see what happens. If we keep doing more land deals, maybe we'll do it once a month. But we wanted to push this one out till December to at least found something for them, a good property with some that's a good valuable. Even if they want to cash it out, they can get cash for it. But hopefully they keep it and build something amazing. It'd be cool. That's been our last week. It's been interesting. Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool. It's cool providing the land, but we'll see what happens. Everybody stay tuned.
We got a big hit we're going to do right now. So we're going to do a last big push for the end of the year. We're going to push out 1 million records before the end of the year, outreach for property sellers. So if anybody wants to help navigate some of that, take some phone calls, help with dispo, any of that kind of stuff, then just hit us up and we'll get you plugged in. And we're going to go for a real big push to finish out the year. We're actually going to hit everything from a quarter acre and up.
Yeah, we're trying out some new things. I think it's one thing that's cool in business. You got to test some stuff out. So we're trying out some smaller land marketing, just see what we can squeeze out. But before the end of the year, I think we're breaking new records on like big and small stuff. So we're trying to see what lays out when you put a lot of effort towards it. So we're trying out some new stuff. Junior says he's in, and Frank says he's in.
We did our fastest subdivide ever. We got 44 acres and we chopped it up into 4 pieces and got contracts on everything in 30 days flat. So we've never moved that fast on a deal ever. So we're still learning and evolving.
That is absolute fire.
It's crazy, man. I think this is one of the things that you always got to be testing out new stuff and kind of turning things up and down as it comes in. Me and Anthony have, like I said, we're really next year is going to be crazy. I am so excited about next year. I think we talked about this last week, but like literally everything you're working on now is for next year because it's already almost end of October. Actually, no call next week because it's Halloween. So enjoy time with your family. I'm looking at the calendar. Halloween next Tuesday. For everybody here, man, I think I think there's a lot of things that come with just putting in a lot of effort over time and just results happen. And you may not see results for a very long time, but man, it's crazy when the results start coming in. And you don't know when they're going to come in. You just got to keep putting in the work.
Yeah, we saw it. Last August is when we switched to just big giant land deals, and it was a big learning curve. Lots of challenge, lots of earnest money and surveys, and hundreds of thousands of dollars out just in earnest money and surveys and due diligence, engineers. So that was a big turn for us too. We completely abandoned little deals for a long time, and you just keep learning and growing. And now I feel like we're probably some of the best in the country. Right? We got gurus sending us big giant land deals now. So it's pretty cool, man, to have just gone all in what we believe in and what we were trying to do. And now we have some crazy offers out, several offers out for several million, seller finance, creative finance stuff. So yeah, this year's looking amazing. I think we shot out another one today for $3 million on 175 acres. an hour east of San Antonio. So yeah, we're not slowing down on the buy side, and it looks like people are definitely not slowing down on the side buying from us. So pretty cool.
Junior says he's no guru, but he sent you one today.
He's gonna be a guru right now when he moves his ass to San Antonio. He's gonna start coming out on content all the time.
I'm excited about that. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. You want to talk about that, Junior? Junior's been around Hivemind since the very first event in Dallas and on Clubhouse even.
Can you hear me?
Hey, you're coming in hot, dog.
Hey, hot, baby. I'm gonna be there this weekend.
He finally got tired of playing from Houston. He's like, I'm just gonna move over to San Antonio now. No, you're not.
So let's give everybody a little background story too, because like this isn't the first time this has happened. So Anthony Junior's been hanging around us for a long time, and he's lives in Houston, which is like 3 hours away, 2 hours away. Depends how fast you go, right, Junior?
Yeah.
Hey, I live 3 hours away from Houston. Junior lives 2 hours away from San Antonio.
Yeah. Somehow that maths out.
He has a heavier foot than
I don't like driving slow, bro. I don't like driving slow.
So we talked about stuff at the event that Junior needs to move to San Antonio. So Junior's committing to moving to San Antonio. I think we got him a place to stay too, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Everything's already set to go.
Yeah. So he's moving this next week. So it's really exciting I'm really glad. Yeah, he's moving this weekend. It's a big move. I'm excited for him for helping out to move a little closer to the team and helping us do big things because we need more help. Huh?
When are you moving there?
Oh, I don't know. This isn't about me.
That is the big question. You need to get over here too.
I told him, I said, we need you on the front lines, bro. We're being the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain. This shit ain't cutting it no more. I was like, imagine if you were here, we would never stop working.
The problem is if I'm ever moved to San Antonio, nothing in the background would get done because I would switch to the front end.
Man, it would just be a nonstop work session all day long, like 16 hours straight every day.
I would get more work, not less.
Yeah, you're hiding from the work over there.
No. I definitely handle a lot, but no, it's really cool. I think we had a team lunch. There was like 16 people at the lunch, so it's pretty cool that everything that you see here and online, there's a lot of people that help out. So if you want to get to a certain level, you need better people behind you to get you there. There's a video that Arnold released. I don't know when it came out, but I saw it last week. Somebody asked him how'd you get to where you are, and he was like, all the people that believed in me and took a chance on me over my career as an actor. That's what got me here. And it was like and he mentioned like all these people that helped him get there, from his family to his agent to the directors that helped mold him into what he is now. Like there's a lot of effort that goes on behind the scenes, and if you're doing it by yourself, you're doing it wrong. So you need a big team and a lot of people to help you do big things. So I do want to thank everybody here that participates in any way, shape, or form. We appreciate you, man. There's a lot of things that happen, man. There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes, and it's a lot of people's effort.
Yeah, I think we're learning a lot. I know John Alexander's working on a Dispo platform that's going to help all of us. I don't know how far along it is. I know it's up and running. Last I talked to him, but I don't know how far along it is on running at full power. I don't know if John wants to talk about that, but anything we can do, man, to make you guys' life easier, better, make you go faster, stronger. Like, we're never giving up. We're never being like complacent and okay. We're always adding things, testing new things out, burning hundreds of thousands of dollars testing things out. And I think we're evolving, man, like everything else. I think things are going according to plan. There's some videos out there called The Future of Hivemind. I want to say there's 3 or 4 episodes now. And we literally predicted everything that was going to happen, word for word, item for item. And it's pretty cool to have had this vision, and then all of you guys coming in and seeing it and taking the ride with us. We really appreciate you guys being here. But we have so much more that we're going to put out to you guys. And I want you to know that the mission's not slowing down. It's going a lot faster now.
Yeah, there's, I think, 2 of them. There's 2 of them. And like me and Anthony, we always like talking about. I'll put a link to in the chat for the first one we did. But it's introducing. There we go. I'll put the link to the first one we did. It's episode 4 in our podcast, which is a long time ago. And we recorded that even before we released the episode. So that was over 2 years ago. So
Yeah, we were talking on Clubhouse. We were talking about how we needed a private equity fund to go where we plan to go, and the fund should be up and running by January 1st. Daniel thinks December 1st, but in the next 30 to 60 days, we're going to raise $25 million on the first round. So that way, when you guys have deals, now you don't have to wait months to get paid. You'll get paid at closing when we buy the deal from you directly.
Which is better for everybody. I'm really excited about that. I think there's a lot of people that work, and there's a lot of people that do a lot of work, and we hope to be able to pay people up front now. It's exciting.
Also on the note buying side, so yeah, we're looking at being the note buyer as well. So that way, when you guys are out there doing your deals, we'll find a way to get you paid a bunch of times over in a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, the future of Hivemind, we did 2 of those videos, and a lot of it we didn't necessarily know how we're gonna get there, and I haven't listened to them since I recorded, so I don't even know what I said. So I thought, yeah, Anthony remembers either.
Yeah, because it's the same game plan. The same game plan from the vision, right? I think it was December 2018. It took us. We were up and running by February 3rd, right? But we had like the exact same game plan in mind. So you guys see us doing a bunch of crazy stuff, but it's all linear, right? Everything that we do is to add to the same root cause, like the same root mission. So we already knew where we were headed. Like that's how clear we were on our goals. Is that like it's kind of like you can see the future. Like I know exactly where this thing ends up, and now to fast forward 2.5 years later, and we're on that exact same trajectory. Maybe it's happening faster than we thought it was going to happen, but it's pretty cool to watch and piece together. But I want you guys to know that like the core people that have been here since the beginning, like you guys all go to the front of the line. Like anything that we're ever doing, anything we have access to, you guys have the same access. We appreciate you guys being here. We know who's on the calls. We know who's communicating, who's sending deals, who's bringing buyers. So we know you're working hard. We're all working super, super hard. If this was easy, then everybody would be doing it. But yeah, we just appreciate you guys, man. I think we're going to be the biggest name in at least land investing, probably in real estate in the next couple of years. There won't be a person on the planet that doesn't know about the Hivemind, and it's you guys. It's not the company. You guys are the Hivemind. So we appreciate y'all being here with us.
So, of course, I've been with you guys since the beginning because, let me preface this because you won't find me in any other land group. I don't participate in any of it. This is the only one. So from day one, I recognize that you two are winners and that you are going to change and make some dynamic changes in this industry. I could see it from the very first time I ever heard you guys on the Clubhouse. And of course, we've had a lot of talk since then, but everything I've seen has come true that I could kind of see ahead of time. You guys were doing stuff and getting involved very quickly into things that other people, they may talk about, but you guys were actually taking action. So there's a big difference. So you guys, your action abilities, but also being able to foresee and basically make your claim. You spoke into existence everything that the Hivemind has become and everything that it will be. And I do believe this will be the biggest and best group out there. And the more that all the members here can participate with you guys on, the better. So back in the early 2000s, I had an office in San Antonio. I was set up, and I invited several of my students back then. Hey, come to my office. Come over here, work with me, hands-on, and we'll help you get established and grow your business. So I had a handful of people that did that. And today those guys are all millionaires and they're all still in this business. One guy's right here in my backyard. He's a full-time builder now, making millions of dollars in the business. So it's a lifetime thing. Once you guys join something like this and get involved and start participating, because if you don't participate and you're just on the sideline, nothing happens, of course, and we all know that. I mean, we don't have to say it, but what we do, or what people do, is they say, I'll do it, but as soon as I get some time, maybe next week, maybe next month. And that's the mentality that will keep you out of the business like forever. So you've got to and it doesn't matter how small, just do something. So that first step you take, that's the most important step you'll ever take. Just do something small. And then that is what opens up that next step and further. And you're going to see that you can grow with a Hivemind instead of getting left behind watching the Hivemind. Love you guys.
I just want to appreciate
Yeah.
that, John Alexander, man. It's been so crazy because I think the first time I met John Alexander, we were showing John Alexander the Hivemind software before we even launched, and I think that was the first time I ever met him. That was almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, John's been mentoring us since before Hivemind launched. We met on Clubhouse, and he brought Frank with him too. And I was like, man, these guys are special. Like, they know stuff that other people do not know. And then after getting to know John, I realized that we were distant cousins. We have the same DNA, like the same way that he thinks, the same pitches, the ideas, the sharing, the giving, spreading the information. Like, it was just like, dang, like, I can't believe this guy's not related to me. He's super, super cool. But yeah, he started mentoring us since day one. And he's been there all along. And every time we run into a difficult challenge, I just called him today and said, hey, John, I got this weird property, man. But he's been there the whole entire time and just leading us and guiding us. And I think that's what makes the Hive Mind so powerful. It has nothing to do with me and Daniel. It's the people that are here.
It's a lot of effort. A lot of effort. Shout out to Luke Wong. He took some pictures for us on another property we have.
Luke's been here forever too. I think Luke's been here since Clubhouse too.
I didn't even ask Luke to do that. I'm like, I'm not ready for it. He's like, oh, here's pictures and video. I stopped by. I'm like, all right, thank you. So,
Luke is an amazing guy. So I love Luke.
I don't know. I appreciate everybody that participates because, like, I feel like I don't deserve it, but it's just amazing to see. It's amazing to see the way we're able to help people. It's insane. It feels unreal, but I really appreciate everybody that helps us out. So thank you. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing. Like, I feel like everything's like you work so hard for so long, and like everything feels like it's not going to work out, but everything's starting to align right now, and it's getting good. It's getting good.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Luke. No, I think it's really concentrating on doing the same thing forever, man. Like, and I think this is the mindset you have to have. If you're a tinkerer, right, and you like to do a little this and a little that, it's going to take you a really long time to get good at anything. But if you did what Daniel and myself did, we doubled down on what we believed in, even when it seemed like we were crazy, man. Like, dude, like, this big land money's taking forever to come in. Like, maybe we need to abandon ship. You know, like, holy crap. It's lots of abuse, lots of hours, but just having that focus, like, I'm not going to do anything else. This is what I'm going to do. This is going to be my future. And I'm going to become the best at this one thing. And I think, yeah, just like in 14 months, 15 months of focusing like on this exact same strategy, like I said, man, we've learned so damn much from people way smarter than us. The school of hard knocks, making mistakes. There's nothing that's going to make you better at what you do than just focusing on that one thing, going all in, even when everybody thinks you're crazy. Your wife, your husband, your friends, your mom, you're crazy. This shit's never going to work out. You need to do something different. My parents ask me all the time, like, when's the money coming in? And I'm like, just trust me, guys, just trust me. And then now we're in our pipeline, like, man, it's coming in like a typhoon. It's not going to be a slow drip. It's coming in massive now. And the trajectory, the numbers, the size of deals we're doing. One ranch right now we're looking at pushing $3 million out of that one deal, cash, in like less than 18 months, 12 to 18 months. And we didn't have that confidence, and we didn't have the knowledge 14 months ago. But by sticking to that one strategy, putting your foot on the gas, and just like not looking at anything else. Like, I would love to do sub 2 houses. I think Pace is a genius. I would love to go get 50 sub 2 houses. But since we have two sub 2 houses, we've only been doing land. Now we're the best in this space. So I think it's cool where we're headed, guys. Like I said, I know it's painful, but if you focus, I promise you, like, you're going to be the richest friend you have.
Well, yeah, and the other thing is, unfortunately for the house guys, they're going to be in a lot of trouble over the next couple of years, maybe 4 or 5 years, quite frankly, because I think this is going to play out a lot like the early 80s. But land guys, we're just going to slide right through there. I'm telling you, the land just never goes out of style. It's just not, because it's not a credit-based asset, which is what the interest rates and everything are making tumble out there in the house market. So this is definitely the real estate place to be right now and into the future. And while, when you come into the Hive, or like Anthony and me, we all inspire each other. That's really what we do, right? It's an inspiration, but where you really learn this business is by going out there, picking up the phone and talking to people. Right there, that's the key. If you can pick up that phone and start talking to people, that's where you learn the business. So get inspired here, but get on the phone and start talking to people. That's because you get all your experience and all your learning comes in there. Yeah, you'll get some great pieces in here, but it's more of an inspiration to get you to pick up that phone and get on there and start having conversations. And then what you'll find is that, hey, this is not that hard. This is actually pretty easy because people are people. It's not some mysterious, oh, what do I say? And they're not going to accept my deal. They're not going to do this. That. It's none of that. It's just connecting with another person. They have needs. You have a solution. Bam. That's it right there.
I'll tell you, John, that's why we don't have scripts. Everybody has been asking us for scripts for 2.5 years. And I don't want to have a script. I don't want anybody to come in, download the form, and now they got the game. We want you to get on the damn phone. That's the only thing that's going to get you better. What John just said right there. Get on the damn phone. It's all you really have to do. When I see somebody struggling and they don't have a deal, they haven't brought us a deal, that just tells me you're not talking to anybody. I already know. You don't have to tell me, like, hey, I talked to 22 people this week. I already know how many people you talked to this week based on the amount of deals that you bring to the table. You just have to pick up the phone, and there's nothing you're going to learn or say. Nothing's cool. All it is like, sir, do you want to sell the property? Yes or no? Not right now. Have a nice day. Boom. Put them on an auto drip in the CRM every 90 days that says, have you sold the property yet? That's it. It's literally that simple. If you're calling people, you're calling agents. Like, if you would have talked to me and Daniel 6 months ago, I would have said you need to have like $2,500 a month in marketing to get some real traction. 6 months later, we know how to market for free now. So literally, I know how many phone calls each one of you on this phone call are having right now. I already know. It's really just having the conversations, bumping your head, getting better. Even my pitch is evolving now. When I'm talking to sellers and all that now, man, my pitch is freaking going crazy. I'm like, holy crap, I thought we were pretty good before, but now it's like you already know what they're going to say, so you can lay out a whole entire different ballgame. Like the phrases I'm using, it's all the same thing on repeat, but there's no way to learn it, so you just pick up the phone. I think probably 10 people in this Zoom right now have got me on the phone call with the seller, and by the end of the phone call, they were like, holy crap, that was amazing. Like, wow, dude, what the heck? Like, oh, shoot. But you don't get to hear that until you get me on the phone with somebody, right? And we've recorded a couple of them, so they're somewhere floating out there. But if you get me on the phone with somebody, I promise you, like, I'm not going to let you down. Like, the call's going to go amazing. But it's up to you to get in there, get the price, take that interest, get them involved, get them engaged, get them interested, and then, bam, then you bring one of us into closing. You don't have to close it yourself. And you don't have to raise the capital. Guys, you know how hard it's been for us to raise capital? 5.5 years later, for the first time ever, we can call and borrow $1 million or two for the first time ever in 5.5 years. So you guys have access to that capital right now, right? So, I mean, we've done so much of the heavy lifting for you. All you have to do now is just take action. That's it.
One thing I'll say about Anthony's calling is I've seen it get better. Like, I've seen it get better. I know he's seen it get better, but I've seen it get better, and it's pretty crazy to see, because one thing he'll do is that we'll have like an after, like if I'm on the call, I'll talk to him like, hey, I like what you said about this, this, and this, and then what you brought up here was really, really good. So like whenever I'm on the call, I'll like critique his call, and not that I'm taking credit for his getting better, but he's gotten better over time. And it's crazy to see, because it's just. And I don't know how many calls he makes. He talks on the phone all day long, but it's just crazy to see how much better he's gotten lately. And he was already good.
And that last call we did with that 175 in Luling, when we got off, you're like, you made that shit look easy. Like, you're hearing the seller, like, just getting engaged and being happy and excited. There's an agent involved, and she put us on the phone with the seller. And after that call, Daniel was like, golly, bro, like, it's ridiculous. And it really just comes from talking, man.
This is where I think the experience comes in too, because we're getting more and more creative financing offers, and I think it's because Anthony's pitch has gotten better doing it. It's not that we're saying it's not like we have like a golden key that fixes it, gets creative financing. I think Anthony's gotten better at pitching it, which that's going to be a moneymaker forever.
You know, and this has to be like your level of belief, guys, right? So what Daniel just said, like, it's not, nothing's happened different, but now the conversations are better, right? Based on what we've learned. So it's having that belief. So I've talked to people on this Zoom that have called me and said, nobody wants to do seller finance. Of course not, right? Because you're not pitching it correctly. So there is a science to it. Like I said, if you guys just do half the work, get me on the phone, you'll hear how I pitch it live, and then you'll start to have your own ideas. You'll build your own creativity, and the next thing you know, you're John Alexander or Homero or Frank. And it just evolves, man.
One thing I want to say too is give yourself patience. You're not going to get good overnight. It's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of years and a lot of consistency. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes that it just takes consistency and repetition to get really, really good. So it's okay if you're not producing as the results you want to. It just takes a lot of effort and repetition.
Well, it's a skill that has to be trained just like any other trade. And the blessing of doing it in this group is you don't have to wait those years to start to get the results. Share the deals, bring the deals to Anthony or to Daniel or to myself or to John to partner, and we have those calls. Sometimes it takes a while to get the people on the line to get them to communicate. There's a couple of deals that have been brought that we're, I'm still trying to get through to people, but we'll get there. Same thing with Anthony and Daniel.
And this isn't a call to like pitch your deals. I'm telling you, just do the work. Anthony said it. Talk to more sellers. Talk to more sellers. Talk to more sellers. Talk to more sellers. Like you'll get a lot of experience talking to sellers, shaking hands. Like I think one thing. Andrew's our main sales guy. He does what Anthony does. He's gotten really, really good just talking to sellers, and he's on the ground talking to sellers, walking ranches, talking to buyers, walking ranches. Like he got really, really good just talking to sellers directly. So if you want the hack, is just talk to more sellers, man. Anthony said it earlier. Just talk to more sellers. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. A lot of opportunity out there. Opportunity isn't going anywhere. Let's have a good year, man. 2024 is going to be, I think, pivotal for a lot of people here. This is why I say that too, because I think we're going to have our best year yet next year, and a lot of people here are going to benefit from it. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity coming down the line just because of us getting better and creating more opportunity ourselves. So it trickles down. 2024 will be epic. No, I'm really excited, man. I've been in business for 6 years. It'll be almost 6 years now. I've been an entrepreneur for 6 years, and I haven't felt level of confidence coming from this next 12 months coming down the pipeline. It's been a hard grind for the last 5 years, but man, this year's going to be crazy. I can feel it in my bones. But just a lot of work, man. A lot of work and effort. Like I said, shout out to the team. Cannot do without team effort. So if you are not a part of a team and not building a team, start hiring, start working with people. Homero, quick question. How big is your team right now as far as social media, real estate? Because I know if you're doing a lot of social media, you got your own little team on that side too. If you can answer that question.
Yeah, it's actually myself and social media for the Latin community. I have 2 business partners, but one main guy handles the marketing. But as far as like what I'm doing right now, I actually just hired my first VA a week ago. So I've been kind of doing everything. So
no, it's good, man. It's good. But still a lot of people putting hands in the pot, pushing towards the same goal. I think that's the other thing too, is if you can get your team aligned, that's where you hit like a point of high opportunity, high efficiency is the word I'm looking for.
Look, I'll tell you something, guys. Being around the right people is going to make you or break you. If you're around the wrong people, you're always going to struggle, because nobody, no matter how powerful you are, nobody can carry around all that dead weight. So I'll give you one example. When we first started talking to John and we showed him what we were going to do with Hivemind, he said, you know what, guys? He's like, looking at this, I don't think your problem is that you're going to grow too slow. He said, this thing is going to grow entirely too fast. He's like, you're going to have to be able to handle that explosive growth. And then I don't know if he, I'm sure he believed it, but he told it to us with so much conviction. I believed it. I was like, damn. So ever since the beginning, we've been building it to plan for massive, massive explosive growth, so that when that explosion comes, right? I think we're like, right now, it just got ignited. So when we're in the thick of the explosion, that we could have the infrastructure to handle it. Like Rooster did, he went viral and he didn't have the infrastructure to monetize it. So we put it up for him like in 48 hours, right? But being around the people that believe in you, that have been there, right? That's everything. That is absolutely everything, guys. We call it proximity. Proximity is our favorite word. Being around the people that are doing it is everything. And if you're around the people that are not doing it and that don't believe in you, get the hell away from them as fast as you can. If it's a family member, a husband, a wife, dump their ass. If somebody's dragging you down, get them out of your life quick, because that's everything. You need to be around people that believe in you. And that'll get you wherever you're going way faster than you could ever on your own.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that want to keep it down where they are, because they don't see a future. They don't see a future at all.
Man, if I got $1 for every time that somebody told me that I was crazy for what I believe in, I'll be richer than selling land. But it's like I'm so focused, and I believe in what I'm doing so hard. Nobody can ever knock me off this thing. Never. No matter how bad things get, no matter how many black eyes we get, no matter what falls apart, what comes apart, no matter how much money we lose. Like, dude, that's just that's just another rung on the ladder. Like, there's nothing in my mind that says that this thing could go down. So now building a fund, piecing together $100 million fund. We're not piecing that together ourselves. We're not that arrogant to think that we could do that on our own. We're putting the proper people in place. We're hiring the firms. We're bringing in the attorneys. We're having the meetings. One of the guys that's going to run our fund runs a $500 million fund already. And he's the one advising us on our fund. Right. So we're not like pretending, or we're not just trying to just learn what we learned by bumping our head a lot. We're getting around people that are way, way, way smarter than us. And then we're trying to distill that information down to you guys.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. We talk about this on the call a lot of times, but if you don't understand what we're saying, just listen to it a few times and sometimes it'll click. There's stuff that I'll tell Anthony. It's so funny because I'll send him stuff and he's like, hey, can you break this down for me? Because I need you to translate it in a way that I understand. And that's okay. 100% understandable. But like, there's things that I didn't understand. I'm like, Anthony, can you break this down for me? Because I'm stuck on this point. And like, we kind of iron sharpens iron. And like, there's stuff that I get stuck up on. And Anthony gets stuck up on stuff. So we're always trying to help each other get past those little hurdles. Because I mean, there's stuff like there's just to understand, man. We're still learning.
Yeah, find your people that you can do that with. You find those people that can help you process information, or maybe something you're never going to be good at, right? Like, I'm just not good at tech. If somebody sends me a long spreadsheet that's like 22 pages, click this box and click that box and fill this out and do all this crap, I can't do it, man. I just can't. I cannot sit there and fill out 22 pages of check boxes. I just can't. And Daniel could freaking beast through that shit like in 30 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. Or I'll say, hey, Daniel, we need this website. We need this landing page. We need to set up this funnel, and I need it like sooner than later. And I'm thinking he'll be ready like in a couple days or in a week. And like 45 minutes later, he's like, hey, it's all up. Here's a link. I'm like, what the F? Like, what the heck did you just do? Get around people that are better than you at something that you're never going to be good at. And it's about having humility to like just admit, I'm never going to be good at these 99 things. Like this one thing, like negotiations, I felt like I'm a god of negotiation, but I suck at 99% of everything else that I do. And I'm happy to admit it. I don't care. I'll tell everybody, like, there's a lot of things that I'm terrible at, and I don't even want to be good at them. I don't even want to pretend to be good at them. I'm good at one or two things, and that's it. And I think I'm the best at those one or two things, and that's it. But get around the people that are pulling you up, guys. Get away from the people that are draining you. It's costing you everything. And you know what keeps me motivated is that knowing that my parents are going to die. That motivates the shit out of me. And then the second motivator is that I know I'm going to die. Like, I'm on limited clock here. Like, I don't have time to waste, man. So, I hope you guys can feel that urgency. Like, you're not going to be here forever. Do something amazing before you got to go.
Wow. That's crazy. I think I'm really big on like creating content on social media because, like I said, I can't have these business conversations with my kids. They're under 5 years old. So produce and create a lot of content for them because tomorrow isn't guaranteed, and at least they'll have some version of me for their future selves right now. 100%. You got time to waste.
Can I disagree with you there? I think your children can totally understand what you're telling them.
No,
I was going to say, man, I've been talking to my kids about some really high level stuff since they were like 2 or 3. And
they can. Yes, they can. I'm feeding my son my bullshit since before he could understand and pay for it, but he's that much better of a man because of it. Because I started, as soon as I had the information, I started giving it to him.
I did the same thing, Mike, with my kids, man. I'm like having instead of spanking my parents beat the shit out of us, right? And it didn't help anything. We still all became maniacs. And my kids, I never spanked them. I started having these super high level conversations with them. And you'd be surprised, man, the wisdom of a 3 or 4 or 5 year old. If you're the one instilling that wisdom, they're absorbing it. I promise.
Crazy. It's crazy.
It'll happen. They're gonna say something. You're gonna be like, "How do you know what that means?" Just because they hear you, dude. They hear what you're talking about, and it's in their nature to want to understand it. So they're gonna catch on everything you say, and they're gonna surprise you. You're gonna be like, "What? There's no way you know that," but they do because they absorb so much and so quickly, especially at that age level. Watch. Call me a liar, but watch.
All right. Hey, you guys got more experience than I do. My oldest is 5, so if you guys are saying that, man, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. I got young ones, so I don't know. I do not know it all. Anybody have any questions? I know we covered a lot of varying topics today.
Yeah, and this is the time to be selfish, guys. The last 10 minutes, 15 minutes of these calls is the time for you to be selfish. Hog up the call, ask questions, give insight, share an experience, chew through a deal, ask for help. If you don't ask for help, you're always going to lose in life. You're always going to lose. I feel like I've done pretty damn good in life because I'll stand on stage in front of 500 people and say, hey, I suck at this. Who can help me? And then you see me posting on Facebook all the time. Who can help me with this? Who can help me with this? I'm not afraid to admit that I suck at everything. And that'll make you go further faster, guys.
Yeah, 100%. Who can help? Somebody on our team asked for help for ads, and we're helping them with ads. Any thoughts if when SMS texting may get the final nail in the coffin? It's been so good and cheap, but the writing seems to be on the wall here. We pivoted away from texting for this. I think it's the writing's on the wall for us too. We're only using it for opt-ins from PPC. And that's the only way we're using it right now. We're not using it for any other way, shape, or form. Just because I don't want to get in, not necessarily in trouble, but I want to use it the right way and operate and get used to using it the right way as a whole. Just so I'm not playing near the gray line because I don't want to be known for playing near the edge. So I'm always, we pivot away from texting. We still use it as an opt-in. Like just for instance, that giveaway is an opt-in on the website. We're texting them, but it has to be an opt-in, and that's the only way we're using texting right now.
Yeah, use texting for follow-up, and keep. This is being recorded, so I cannot tell you to keep on texting, but I would write it till the wheels fall off. Right? Corey Thompson got sued for a text message by a professional suer, and the judge flushed it. It was so easy to beat. It was retarded. So until it costs you money, if it was me, I would keep texting. But we just have so much inbound marketing right now and so many inbound leads. It's just crazy. Like there's not a whole lot of reason for us to carry any risk right now.
Yeah.
But if they sue you and you don't have anything to sue for, like, I don't know, man. Don't get sued. Don't be stupid. Talk to your attorney, all that stuff. But yeah, texting's going away for sure. Use it for inbound follow-up. So you can literally sit on Zillow, make pitches on Zillow and Redfin to live deals that are publicly listed that nobody's going after. This deal we're trying to make $3 million on in Somerset, the 240 acres, it's been listed for like 6 months or something, right? So all these monster deals that we're doing, the 5-acre subdivide we're doing has been listed for like a year, right? We're trying to make 350 on that one. We're just making offers now on listed properties. So there's almost no reason for you to carry any risk or spend money on marketing. And you can just call around listed stuff. None of this stuff is moving, guys. We're in a recession if nobody told you. Things are going terrible right now, and land is selling super fast. I think that's another thing that John did for me is he boosted up my confidence because I called him and I'm like, hey, what's going to happen with land? Nothing. We're just going to cruise right through it. I don't have to go do research. I don't have to go look at charts. I don't have to look at historical records. John said it. He was there. I believe it. He's been our mentor. Has not steered us wrong. He's like, we're just going to blow right through the recession. Land people aren't going to feel it. Thank you, John. Let's go buy $50 million worth of land, Daniel. 100 million, sorry.
Next question was Felix, who put a link to Oklahoma. One thing I'll say right now is we're not looking for stuff out of state. Probably next year, first quarter, we will. But as of now, we're not looking at stuff out of state.
And there's no reason to look out of state, guys. If you've been around us for any given amount of time and you're looking outside of Texas, you're doing yourself a disservice. Like we have millions and millions and millions of dollars of private capital lining up behind us. They love Texas. They know Texas. They trust Texas. Texas is the fastest exploding state in the country. Why would you look anywhere else? When you know all the money's here, all the land is here, all the opportunities here, everybody's coming here. Why would you look anywhere else? Why would you go against the grain? Why would you swim upstream? You're not a red salmon. Don't swim upstream.
Yeah, I agree. With that too. Angie asks, what % of asking price do you typically offer on average for listed land? 50%
to 60% in cash, or 100 to 110% of asking price with 50 years of financing.
30 to 50 years.
100. I had somebody pitch 115 years and the seller said yes.
What? That's pretty much a lease.
Yeah. Like, hey, yes, sir. I'll give you the $8 million, but I want to amortize it over 115 years. And he said, okay, let's get on the call. You don't know what people are going to say yes to unless you ask. And if you don't ask, it's never going to happen. Never going to happen. Like me and Daniel are living like in some kind of stupid, weird fantasy land where we pitch the most retarded shit. And then people say yes to it. What? Why'd you say yes? And call the seller back. Like, what's the matter with you? Why'd you say yes to that?
We do pitch some crazy stuff.
Stupid stuff. Like I offered $200,000 down on a $2 million ranch. And they were like, oh, well, we want a little bit more down. And I'm like, okay, well, we're going to pay you off in 24 months. All those 24 months worth of payments come out to like $150,000 or whatever it was. I'm like, so I'll give you the $200,000 down, and I'll give you the 2 years worth of payments as a down payment, and no payments for 2 years. I mean, like, I don't know what to pitch. Why did I pitch that? I don't know. Maybe they'll say yes. Who knows? You don't know until you ask. You never know what people are going to agree to. I pitched a guy $3 million ranch, and I said, hey, I'll pay it off in 2 years, because I was being real slick, right? Give myself 2 years worth of financing, right? I usually offer like a year, 18 months. I offered 2 years, and the guy's like, I talked to my attorney. I'm like, shit. He's like, he said I have to do 5 years. Damn. Okay, I'll do it. When people counter you in the wrong direction, like you think they're going to counter you to where it hurts your deal, and then they end up countering in the right direction. Like, what the hell? You're on my side?
Diego says MJ and him are working on a deal near Dallas. Let's see. 515 acres with a mansion. 14 million. Ferris, Texas. You know about Ferris, Anthony?
Let me check right now. Ferris, where's Ferris? Aaron popped the deal into the chat too. What's up with that deal, Aaron? Are you negotiating it? What do they say about it?
We'll pull up here in a second.
Okay, yeah, Ferris is just south of Dallas. That's money. It's on a major highway. It's off of 45. Right past Wilmer. It's probably 10, 15 minutes outside of Ferris. What's up with this Ferris deal?
Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up on Langglide. Langglide now has a desktop ability, thanks to Frank. Frank pointed out. So now we can pull it up on Langglide on the computer.
I want to buy Landglide. One of my friends knows the owner.
Really?
If I can buy Landglide, I would super buy it. Yeah. If they think it's worth $1 million, we'll offer them 10 seller finance. I want to own that app because I promote it every day. If you don't have Landglide and you're in the land business, shit. Unless you have something that's better. But if you can afford $10 a month, you should have Landglide. It'll make you more money than it costs you.
Langglide is so cool. All right, here we go.
I open Landglide every 15 minutes, all day, every day.
I open it a lot too. We should sponsor Langglide. Langglide.
Dude, I'm really gonna reach out to the owner and I'm just gonna ask, like, how can I be an affiliate? Like, can I just pay you to be like a 10% owner? Like, what can we do here to make this work?
All right.
I can learn. If you guys send me an address to a property, or if you send me a county link or an APN number, like, man, I sometimes don't even click on it. If you send me a Landglide link, there's a 98% chance I'm going to click on that link, because I can get so much information about the property within seconds.
All right. So this is a very large parcel. It looks like we have only one part of frontage. One thing I don't like about the app, the desktop interface, we had a creek cut in the middle. Is I can't zoom out without not showing the parcel. So maybe we need to talk to the owners. All right, they need to fix this. And we got another part of frontage. So we got a little corner of frontage here, and a little bit of frontage here. There is a new build, a 8-8. We can use that, right?
Yeah, what caught our attention was, hey guys, so this had 77 acres of a private lake right there, right behind that house, but then the rest of the 514 acres were on that same, were part of that property, and we just thought it could be a great subdivide out there, but we just didn't know how to approach it. Now you're bringing up the entrance or the
here's your house. So it's off of the main Chaparral Road, but there's not much frontage. That's the only downside. But it could still be a deal. I mean, this has got to be the lake and the creek. People love lakes and creeks, man. People love that stuff.
Yeah, MJ and I were looking at it, and we thought I'd bring it up here on the team, see what the big professionals have to say about it.
All right, let me see if I can do the topo. All right, so they're on a hill. And then everything else looks pretty flat. We got some wavy stuff over here. We just have to see what the price point is. The big thing is that house is a new build, so it's probably worth a lot. So we'd have to figure out what that, like, if you ever get a property with a house, you have to figure out, like, they're selling the property with the house, so you have to figure out what that value is. So as you see, it's right off the lake. So that property value is going to be insane, just the house alone. So cutting off the acreage and doing something else with the acreage, that's probably going to tell where the price point lays on this one, if it makes sense or not. But we're outside of Dallas, so outside of Dallas is always nice.
So the idea would get to get a nice comp on that house for that area, and
and then we'll work backwards from there.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, because essentially this one, and like you can do crazy stuff like this one. So like this is 500 acres. We might cut off the house and the lake, or maybe build houses around the lake. I don't know. The lake's big enough, so there could be a lot of opportunity here. So the house, this property is going to be the probably biggest property on the whole property, and everything else might be smaller. But we'd have to figure out what this is worth first, because they're wanting 14 mil.
So check this out. $3 million ranch, the one we're negotiating right now. I think we sent out the contract today. The guy wants $300,000 down, willing to give us several months to close, right? So 10% down. I'm like, let's subdivide off the house, sell that sucker for $300,000. And that's his down payment. We pay him off with his own land. Come on, guys. This is magic, man.
So I have a funny deal with Marvin too, because Marvin had the same thing. It's another mansion like this with it's like 150 acres. The house is already subdivided off, and the house is worth 800 to $1 million. So I told him offer them $500,000 down and see if they take it, because if they take $500,000 down, we could pocket 300 to $500,000 just by selling off the house. And then if we got some type of seller financing in place, I mean, that's an easy deal to get. That's an easy deal to get financing for. So like this one, that house might be worth $1 million, $1.5 million or something, and you offer a piece of the lake, give them $1 million, $1.5 million down, and sell the house. So there's so much opportunity there. It's just you gotta be creative. I'm gonna go to end it here. I appreciate everybody coming in. Anybody want to send these deals to me on Messenger, I'll dedicate some time to look at them if in the near future. Might not be tonight, but it'll be in the near future. All right. Everybody here, no call next Tuesday. We might move it up or back, depending, but just keep an eye on the Facebook group. It's definitely not going to be Tuesday, though, for Halloween. So we'll probably move it up to Monday or to Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that, but it's not going to be Tuesday. Enjoy your Halloween, and we'll see you all next week sometime. If not, we'll let you know if we cancel it altogether. But just keep an eye on the Facebook group. We'll let you guys know any updates. We'll see you all in the future. Have a good week, guys. Bye.
Hey guys, so the Hivemind is launching a new program where we're helping you work deals that are valued at $1 million and up. If your deal is worth $980,000, we don't want to take a look at it. You can submit those deals to us at submitbigland.com, and we'll help you comp the deals. If it's good, we'll help you close it, and we'll also help you fund it and sell it. Check us out, submitbigland.com, milliondollarmastermind.com, and wholesaling $1 million land deals on Facebook. Thanks, guys.